This is also going to be my last stream in this apartment too.
Aw.
The memories.
It starts in 5 seconds.
Here we go.
3,
No.
2, something.
Nah.
Cybernation Uncensored.
This thing on.
Hello,
There we
everybody.
Hold on 1 second. My computer's about to go.
Uh-oh. Well, okay, we'll start
Can't
What
say
anyway.
poop on the air.
There's a theme there. I'm not quite seeing it. Yeah.
It's like saying bomb on
There
the
we
air.
go.
Never mind.
There we go. All right, so this is the final episode of Fallout Pacific Northwest. I am Darren Drader, the Game Master. I would also like to take this opportunity to offer a big thank you to Rob and to Cybernation Uncensored for allowing us to move the game to here. It's been a great ride, and glad you guys were all here for it. So that said, let's go ahead and do our intros, and we'll start with Dennis.
Hiya, I'm Dennis, Okayest DM. You can find me all over the internet at Okayest__DM. Tonight I will be playing Garrick Benson, probably for the last time. Cute little guy that kind of doesn't know what's going on and is just sniping his way through trying to figure everything out.
All right, Raven.
I'd say Garrick is just a little bit of cutely naive. Okay. All right, hey everyone, my name is Raven. You can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. I GM the High Riders campaign every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're currently on hiatus until after the new year, but we're coming back at you with like season 2 of episode 2 of season 3 for High Riders. We've got new players, and we're jumping into a interesting new story, so be on the lookout. And tonight I will be playing Major Gusset, trigger happy handy bot. So thank you.
All right, Cap.
Hi there, I'm Capricious Nature. You can find me pretty much exclusively here on Cybernation Uncensored. I may or may not be throwing my hat into the GM ring again very soon-ish, maybe, possibly, we'll see. That being said, for tonight, I will be playing Bolt, who has survived now through 3 campaigns, and I'm hoping a 3rd campaign will make it. And I also want to give a big shout out to Dan Servo. Thank you for the raid. That is awesome. Thank you. And hello, Raiders. And
Raiders.
I also want to announce the fact that I've been saving up and spent 20,000 points in a positive plot twist. So, yeah. I saved up for it.
Eric.
Eric Leonard, I've known Darren since we were kids, so, just a few years. And this evening I will be playing the group's erstwhile wilderness expert, not an expert, Regis Mosset.
As I recall, you're the one who introduced me to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It might be.
Anyway, yeah, that dates back to middle school, and we've known each other since grade school.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Anyway, I am Darren Drader. I am the GM, overseer, however you want to put it. Since this is our final episode here of Fallout Pacific Northwest, you will soon be able to find me on my own channel, Drader Designs, on Twitch on Thursdays at 4 o'clock Pacific time for 3 to 4 hour sessions where we will be running some D&D. Going to have 2 different groups going. One's going to be running through Temple of Elemental Evil, the new Goodman Games conversion of that. And the other one is going to be Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, which is relatively newish, but looks really cool and has a really cool Greek theme. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So that being said, who wants to? Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that Cybernation Uncensored is sponsored by Modifius Entertainment. Now, that said, who wants to catch us up on where we're at?
We just blew up some shit.
That's like our constant state of being. We always just blew up some shit.
Yeah.
Because that's the fun part.
And we walked away like action movie heroes. We walked away not looking at the explosion.
I fucking looked. It was gorgeous.
I've seen enough of them. They've been seared into the back of my corneas.
All the way from Night City.
All the way since Night City.
So yeah, that particular shit that you just blew up was their power armor factory.
Yes.
Which was pretty critical to their bid to take over the Pacific Northwest. So
severe blow against.
It was a severe blow. However, the war has escalated, which you know, because you've got your radios and you've been listening. So the Lake City has kind of become the gathering point where they're going to make their stand, and the Caesar's Legion, or what Caesar's Legion is morphed into, is at the gates now, and they are essentially in a state of siege. But Lake City has been bolstered by a number of people who knew this was coming and decided to kind of go to Lake City before they were caught by the Legion and forced into service. They've also been bolstered by the forces of Chorog, the mutant warlord from Wastat Uni, of all people. He has absolutely no desire to be a minion of Caesar's Legion.
Surprise, surprise.
Exactly, yeah. But at this point in time, they have closed the gates, and they are pretty much surrounded by a hostile army. You also happen to know that they have in their possession 2 nuclear weapons, one of which is positioned near the Fort Lewis Division, down south of the ruins of Seattle. And the other one, you don't know where it's at. So, you guys are back in the Taco Dozer and headed back to the east, which is where we pick things up.
Have we figured out where we're going yet?
The biggest threat right now is that nuke, right?
Yeah.
So what do I do? Just drive around aimlessly until we find a nuke?
It's going to be days before we can get there.
Well, I mean, that thing, what did we decide that ran at? About 30 miles an hour? So 30 miles an hour, 250 miles roughly. Yeah, you're looking at a couple days. Is that right? Maybe not even that long.
Are you asking me to math?
I'm asking you to math.
250 divided by 30. Quick,
the
in your
gall.
head now.
Wait, three goes into 25, 8. So that can't be right. Anyway,
So
it's going to take you a while anyway, because you don't have perfect roads to drive on.
Yeah.
How far do we have?
Well, it's on the other
200.
side of the state of what used to be the state of Washington. So yeah, it's about 250 miles.
250 miles divided by 30. So be
yeah, that's
8
1
hours.
day of driving. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
full
8 hours.
8-hour day of driving.
Assuming the roads allow you to actually drive at full speed,
which is never the case.
Never the case, right? Particularly right
traffic.
now, as you are near the end of the mountains, actually, and almost ready to hit the desert. And all of a sudden, the ground seems to drop out from under the Taco Dozer.
Oh.
What?
taco dozers run along just fine, and then all of a sudden you drop about 10 feet.
Higher gear.
Into a pit. A pit that was dug and definitely intentionally obscured because there was a net that was holding a bunch of leaves and other things to disguise it.
Uh-oh.
How the fuck are we gonna get out of this?
I'm gonna pop my head out of the top and, with my rifle out, search around the edge of this pit. Is it so deep that I can't see out of it?
You can definitely see out of it because the taco dozer itself is a good 10 feet tall.
Okay.
However, that was intentionally dug, and you definitely just walked into an ambush because the dozer is surrounded by Legion people, and they've got their guns pointed right at you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna shout, Legion!
I'm gonna grab my gun, make sure it's loaded, get myself ready.
All right. So one of the guys that is surrounding the taco dozer is yelling, "Drop your weapons! Get out of the vehicle now!"
Did I get a count?
You're counting.
No, you're only a Duke.
So
wow, I'll take it.
There's 15 that you can see, and they've also just moved a missile launcher into view.
The fuck?
Nice.
Kill him first.
I'll relay this information.
Hey, does this thing have a self-destruct? Just asking.
I mean,
Yeah,
I still got a
nice.
backpack full of C4.
Well, there you go.
And that was our final session. Ta-da!
Everybody
TPK,
dies.
let's
TPK.
go. Going out with a bang.
Blaze of glory time. Blaze of glory.
Oh yeah, isn't Major Gusset still filled with bricks of C4 as well?
Well, yes, I am.
Rhetorical.
Well, whatever we didn't strap to the armor factory.
We only used one mini nuke and we strapped on like 6
Oh,
of them to you.
Then I've got a couple of fat boys tucked away in my chassis.
The problem that you're looking at is any use of force right now would be mutually assured destruction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that the mandatory state of the world anyway?
Not always.
In a post-apocalyptic wasteland, I mean, it's usually MAD. About to become barbecue tacos. Do you know what? That sounds like a delicious flavor. I'm going to add it to our list.
Now's not the time, Bolt.
Well, we got some mini nukes and some C4, and I've got a gun, and you've got a detonator. Do we pretend like we don't have any of this at our disposal, or do we get out and drop our guns?
I'm not
we
reaching for the
could.
sky.
I have a crazy idea. Bolt,
So
you're
crazy
going
it just
to
might
hate
work?
it. So crazy it just might work.
What
You
is
saw that
it?
C4 and those mini nukes, right?
Yeah.
There's a hidden compartment in the back of this killdozer. It's not that hidden. It's surely just a compartment. We set the timer on those C4 and we throw them into that compartment. We come out with what equipment we can carry. And when they go in to inspect the dozer, detonate it and take their missile launcher.
But that goes our killdozer.
It would be a sacrifice for something with a shit ton more firepower.
last poor killdozer, we knew you well.
I don't know if I want to part with my baby,
It's
but
that or risk it falling into the Legion's hands.
that's a very good point. All right, yeah. Oh, we could fill the taco with. Wait, the taco is filled with C4.
It's better.
What? That thing
That's so
bounces
crazy, like,
around
it's
when we drive.
Yeah.
The answer
You-
is the taco dozer does in fact have a self-destruct system.
Yeah.
Let's use it.
It's mostly self-destruct.
All right. Well, I mean, get the charge ready, because you were the one that told me it requires like a zap or something to blow up. That's why I filled up the taco with the C4.
All
I don't know
right.
how this shit works. I just know it's called plastique. It looks like Play-Doh and it smells funny.
That all of those things are true. Here, Major, can I have some of the C4 and a detonator?
Grab it.
And I'll very carefully start to like pull open a compartment. It really doesn't matter which one. So maybe even like the glove compartment up front. And
Ooh,
I'm
you're
just going to
touching my
start
brain.
putting as much C4 into there as possible, along with an igniter.
All right.
Close it up and take the detonator. And I'm going to hand it to Bolt.
You're trusting me with this?
I don't think you'd want to see your baby go out on anyone else's terms.
That is very true.
So
Okay.
outside of the taco dozer, the guy who was yelling at you earlier, he's yelling at you again. He goes, 10 seconds, get out here, no weapons. 9,
We're coming.
8,
Jesus.
Okay.
7.
We're bringing
Okay.
our weapons, but don't have them in your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep what I can tucked away in my backpack
Okay.
and my jacket.
I kind of don't have a choice here. I point my freaking
I
weapon down.
have a weapon.
Yeah, I assume that Major Gusset is going to remain stuffed to the brim with the explosives, right?
That's
Yes.
who I am.
That is correct.
Okay.
Suicide bomber on right here. Reporting for duty.
Oh,
Okay, you guys come out, and you fell into a hole which was covered up by netting, so you can literally just pull yourself, or actually kind of just hop over to the edge of the pit they dug, because you're sitting higher than what the edge is. But anyway, I'm assuming that you're coming out hands up and everything.
Hands up,
Don't shoot.
specifically keeping my laser gun concealed, like
Okay.
in the back of my pants or something.
All right.
My arms have a mind of their own. They keep pointing at him.
Okay.
Fight the urge. Fight the urge.
The guy who was screaming at you has some gunny sacks, and he passes them to his guys, and he's like, "Put these over their heads."
What's a
Except for
gunny sack?
Except for a gunny sack. It's a bag made of burlap.
Then just say burlap sack.
I don't know if we always use the term gunny sack.
You say tomato.
The first for me.
Really?
You say tomato. I say salted fruit that blooms off of the tree.
I guess it's one of those weird places where Eastern Washington actually does have its own terminology that the rest of the country doesn't have. Odd. Okay, I thought that was common knowledge.
Yeah, I've never heard of a gunny sack before, but it's okay.
I have, but
yeah.
that's a military term, kind of.
Tomato, potato.
All right, so they throw burlap sacks over you, pat you down.
Good luck.
They find the guns you were concealing, and then they lead you off. Major Gusset, they don't throw a burlap sack over you because I'm not sure it do much good. But what they do is your sensors, they render those inoperable without destroying them.
Bastards.
And they say, "Well, big guy's been wanting to talk to you folks. Now he really wants to talk to you.
What? Who said that?
So they take you, they push you into what you can only assume is some sort of a small trailer, which feels like it's being. You hear an engine start after you're moved in there, and then you hear a couple of guys that took you prisoner. They're talking amongst themselves. Yes, Cap.
I was gonna say before we start getting carted into there, I'm just gonna be like, "Goodbye, my sweet, sweet angel," and I'm gonna pull on the detonator switch.
No, you're gonna blow it up then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, they're carting you in there. You hit the detonator. Fucking boom. The ground trembles.
Yeah, because the taco itself is also filled with C4.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing's
I hit
pretty
the
sizable.
Yeah, the ground trembles and you can feel the heat from the explosion. There's shrapnel flying all over the place, and you can tell that it's hit a few of these guys, but probably not enough to thin their numbers out.
You couldn't have taken mini nukes.
It would have done the same amount of damage. It was underground.
Ew.
So you do that, and they're unhappy, but I wouldn't say that it has altered their altered what they're doing in any way.
God
Oh,
damn
yes,
it.
the Caesar's Legion soldiers are mildly perturbed.
So they go and they push you into that trailer I was talking about, and then you hear an engine start up.
They can hear over the sound of the engine just quiet crying.
The sobs.
And my gunny sack becomes quite wet.
One of the guys
I'll
goes,
lean over and lean my shoulder onto Bolt's.
I wouldn't do that unless you wanted to get some warmth from my rod.
"Mhm."
You just had to put it exactly that way, didn't you? I'll lean back.
Pervert.
You know, the radioactive
I had to
rod.
put it that way because it's the only thing I've got left right now. Or like, what is it? The NPC guy.
So one of the guys who's sitting there in there with you goes, "Man, you had to do that, didn't you? You know, we would have brought it with us. We could have used it. What a
That's
damn
the
shame.
problem. Yeah.
What
That's
a
the
damn shame."
reason. Do you know what's the real shame? The fact that it didn't get you.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, I guess.
Indeed.
Well, I would say that our opinions are diametrically opposed
So
if you understand decent English.
so
You
this one
inbred
just
scum.
this one hits you in the face with the stock of his gun, and then this guy looks at the other one and goes, "Man, this one's got a mouth on him, doesn't he?" And
He's
the
not
guy
the
laughs.
only
He's
one.
like, he laughs and he goes, "Yeah, well, he'll learn pretty soon. That's not such a great idea."
I think you guys have already learned pretty quickly it's not a good idea to fuck with us either.
We can
Why
tell.
else do you think your leaders want to talk to us?
Oh, they definitely would like to have a word with you.
A word. Aha, I see. Give us a stern talking to, will they?
A wag
A
of
slap
the
on
finger.
the wrist, you might say.
Yeah.
How dareth thee?
Indeed.
So yeah,
Mocking them every chance I can.
well, I mean, they were given strict orders not to kill you.
I wish we had
Good.
known that. We could have taken them.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. If
That's a
it
good
would have
point.
come to that, then they probably would have had to kill you. But
Damn. Okay, we're fine.
so yeah, they They were told to take you without killing you, if possible. But if you would have made it impossible, then that would be that. So yeah, you're moving along, and after a while, you can tell that you're not in the mountains anymore because it starts to get kind of warm, like you're moving through the desert.
I'm still just crying. Stuck on a broken NPC cycle. And in between, like every couple of cries, there's just a utterance of foul language that can probably only be understood by people who had come from Night City.
All right, so this goes on for a while. They stop a couple of times, tell you to get out, relieve yourself, whatever. They keep the they keep the bags over your head. They don't want you seeing anything. Load you back in, and you continue traveling.
When I sit back down, I will then relieve myself.
One of the guys goes, "Oh man, you didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to take away my precious.
You didn't have to take away our power armor."
Yeah,
we did actually.
Exactly.
Diametric
naughty
opposition.
boys, you have to have your toys taken away from you.
You'll find out about toys and taken away from you soon enough.
Is that a dildo joke? What's going on here?
No, that's you guys finally going to get your comeuppance. What's going to happen?
Again, is this another dildo joke? What's going on here?
indeed.
All right,
I don't know why your mind's in the gutter, you stupid inbred scum. If he hits me again, I'll take it. I don't care.
Yeah, he goes, "Look at this. A walking corpse is calling us inbred scum." The other one laughs.
Hey, at least I'm purebred, motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Are our hands bound?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go like that since I can't flick them off. Hi,
Yeah.
Rob.
Oh, hi, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
So, like I said, this goes on for a while, a few hours, in fact. And then eventually you feel the movement of this vehicle come to a stop, and the engine turns off, and you can hear the murmur of a lot of voices outside of whatever this contraption is they've been hauling you around in. They say, "All right, out."
Before I get up, I'm gonna relieve myself again.
You have made a puddle on the floor, and they're not happy
Wonderful.
about it.
I hope it stains. Pieces of shit.
Well,
It smells like Taco Bell, by the way.
Yeah, the floor is not carpet. It's some kind of sheet metal, so it's probably not going to stain, but it is definitely...
I mean, it's ghoul piss, so you never know.
It has definitely made it wet, that's for sure.
Ew.
All right, so they open the door, they tell you to get out.
What are our surroundings like?
You don't know. You have a bag over your head.
over our head.
Oh, I thought they took those off. Okay.
Not yet.
Can I hear anything? Like, guess a number of people? Are we like in a camp in a city?
You're not sure. There's a lot of it. You could potentially be in a city, maybe based on number of voices. You're not really sure. There's
Okay.
There's a lot of voices near you.
Oh man!
What's that?
Oh, I just realized that all of our extra radios were inside of the taco dozer,
Oh no.
as well as my 20 pounds of taco seasoning. Just as valuable, and they're both gone.
Yeah, but we couldn't have let those radios. That would have been even worse if they fell into Caesar's
Yeah.
Legion's hands.
Yep. Well done, sir.
But my taco seasoning.
It's in the air. It's been aerosolized. You
I
smell
did
Did
it.
not
with
smell
everyone.
it when it went up in flames.
Yeah.
Best
Oh, most
smelling
definitely.
funeral ever.
Most definitely, you could smell it. All right, so they lead you away from whatever it was they were hauling you in. And they're like, on your knees.
Hey, you gotta pay me first.
Are you
Half
gonna
up
get on?
front.
Are you gonna get
Is
on
this
your
another
knees?
dildo joke?
No. Are you gonna get on your knees, or are they gonna bash you in the face again?
I'm gonna let them bash me in the fucking face. I'm just gonna keep shit talking them until somebody does something.
All right.
I don't have a nose, so there's nothing for them to break.
2 points of damage.
All right, I'll take it.
What about the rest of you? You gonna comply?
I go down. I comply.
Yep.
I'm here to think my way out of this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna float there. I'm not powering down for nothing.
Also, doesn't have knees.
How dare you even suggest that?
Okay, you can't get on your knees because you don't have knees, but you know the rest of them don't have that issue. Okay, so is Bolt gonna just stay standing?
Well, you already told me I took 2 points of damage, so I'm assuming I fell down.
That's entirely up to you. I didn't knock you down, but
Oh,
did take
okay.
2
Then
points
I'm
of
still
damage.
standing, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna get down on my knees until you pay me. At least half up front.
Hmm. Yeah, you hear a voice go.
Jive-ass turkeys.
You hear a voice go. It's all right. Let him stand. I like his nerve. So somebody comes along to Garrick and yanks the bag off your head. And next with Major Gusset, the sensors are now operating normally again. Same thing with Regis.
Good. Now I get to see who I get to eviscerate.
And then they get around to Bolt. And the guy's like, him too? Yeah, I want to see him. I want him to see me. So they yank it off. And
As soon as the bag comes off of my head, whoever's standing immediately in front of me, I'm gonna spit whatever blood and spit I've got in my mouth directly in their fucking face.
well, this is a Legionnaire, and you spit your wad of bloody loogie in his face. It just kind of drips down his cheek, and he just stands there like there's nothing. And they're looking at a guy who is standing there in a toga, but you can tell that there's body armor underneath the toga. And he goes, "You guys have been a real pain in my ass. I'm Augustus. You know, first you killed a bunch of my people, then you blew up our tower armor. You know, that's the one that really hurts because, you know, we were planning on using that. I've got a plan, and that plan is not over by any means. But we're going to take the rest of this country. It's not going to end with Pacific Northwest. You know, your Lake City is going to fall here first. And after that, we're going to keep going." Looking around, you were surrounded by a standing army. This is definitely Caesar's Legion. There are many weapons pointed at you. And, you know, this guy is clean shaven, dark hair. fairly buff. Looks like the guy who has a kind of charisma who can create a group like this. So he looks at you and goes, so what do you guys have to say for yourselves now that I have you finally?
Well, first of all, Octavius, your bullshit that you're trying to blame on us, not going to stand for it. Well, I'm not going to kneel for it at least, but I'm sure as shit glad that we did what we did.
Now you are. Why is that? You think any of these other groups are any better than us? Yet, what do you think that the Fort Lewis division is going to be able to take over this area and govern wisely? No,
Yes, we will.
It's a mess. It's always been a mess, and it's the only way it's ever going to not be a mess if somebody comes along and brings order to this damn place.
Okay, Fashy, whatever you say.
Fashy, huh? Isn't that kind of old world?
Where do you think I come from, dumbass?
Interesting point. Well, I just wanted you to see me first to know who you were fucking with before I put you out of your misery.
I don't know what misery you think I'm in, but I've been having the time of my fucking life.
I'm sorry. Before I put you out of my misery.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
In the distance, you can see the walls of Lake City. You're not very far away.
Shit.
Also, you notice that one of the things that is kind of like right around here is a big metal egg-looking thing on wheels. It's like being pulled on a cart. Or at least it was pulled on a cart. Right now it's sitting stationary.
Hey, Octavius. You. With the togi. What the fuck is that?
You don't know what that is.
I think I know what it is, but I'm asking.
Well, that, sir, is an old world nuke. Armed and ready to go.
Oh, I thought it was your mother.
Mother of all bombs, that's for sure.
No, your mother, because she's a big fat ass.
You just want somebody to put a gun to your head and blow you away, don't you?
No, I want fascism to, stop popping up every 50 fucking years. I'm getting tired of it.
Well, maybe you are, but it'll do a lot of good for the wasteland. And, there's some pretty badass groups that are out east that it's going to take someone like us to finally put them down.
Why do you think
Then why are
competition
you
is
here?
necessary?
What was that?
I'll let
Not
somebody else talk.
What was that, Derek?
If there's bad guys out east to be crushed, why are you here?
Because we're taking it all. This will be our base of power.
He's lying. He doesn't have the power to do it on his own.
Well, regardless, it's about time we end this. Shoot him. So you see all.
Wait. I have something to say. My voice box is damaged. I need to whisper it to you.
I don't care, robot. Think what you want. So he
Coward.
starts walking off, and in the distance, as this is going on, in the distance, you notice something kind of near the horizon. Looks like an airship, a big, massive, armored airship. You go, and so before they pull the trigger, they're looking at you. He just told them to, to finish you off, and then now they're like looking up because they can see this thing coming in. And it's coming in fast.
Someone's in trouble.
And someone's like, what the hell is that? And where'd it come from?
Do I recognize it?
Yes, you do. Maybe you don't recognize it per se. You may not have seen this
I
particular
don't know
one.
what it is, but I recognize it.
You definitely do recognize it.
Is that a Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
And as they're looking up, you notice that actually first you hear and then you see rockets are being launched from that thing directly at this spot.
Oh, shit. Hands still bound?
Yes.
Can we still double move?
You can move, and they are very definitely distracted right now.
All right. I'm still standing. I'm not prone, so I get double movement. So I'm gonna fucking run my ass off.
Okay.
That's how he is.
What about the rest of you?
I'm
Is
headed
that-
his way.
Is this Caesar wannabe still here?
He is running.
I'm gonna chase after him.
Yeah, I'll be going in the same direction as well.
So all of a sudden you hear from not very far away, boom, 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 massive explosions, bodies flying up in the air, big pillars of fire. It is suddenly just complete and utter chaos. And then you see these gyrocopter-like things descending from that big airship and headed in this direction.
Birds.
There's about 10 of them that you see like right off the bat, and then you see a few more coming out the other side. They're just, it's like rats jumping off a ship. There's so many of them that are just coming out and heading in this direction.
As I'm running, I'm just going to yell back
it's clear
to Garrick.
they don't know that there's an old world bomb here.
It's okay. You have to trigger it. But I'm going to yell back to
Said
Garrick.
it was armed.
Good. I'm going to yell back to Garrick. I retract whatever statements I made about the BOS. They're saving our asses right now. And I'm just going to keep running after the Caesar's Legion guy.
All right. He's headed to the bomb.
Boo.
He's headed to the bomb. You see him. He's got a good, in this game, we've got it's broken up by area. So he's got a good one area lead on you, and he gets to the bomb first. And you see him doing something with the control panel. He flips that shut, and then he starts running again.
Can I use an action point to take another action and catch up into his zone?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to plop us down to 3, and I'm going to get into his zone, and I'm going to try and tackle him.
Okay. All right. 1 second here. Gotta actually open the book now.
Oh, you idiot. Get out of here.
I've lived through 3 nukes. I'm not worried about another one.
Okay. 'Cause I've got one I've got one in my chassis, and I'm gonna light up his life.
Good.
And with that, I'm gonna latch on to both of them.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you're going to attempt to tackle him.
Yes.
Okay.
Both of us.
Let me see what his defense is. Okay, give me a roll.
What do you need me to roll?
It's going to, it'd be an attack, right? An unarmed attack.
Okay, so that is unarmed. So strength and unarmed.
we have any action points left?
3.
May I use one?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll do my move after my roll after yours.
That'll hit.
Woo!
So this being an unarmed attack, I don't think you're gonna. I don't believe you do much damage. That'd be in the combat section. Do you know off the top of your head what an unarmed attack does?
I'm just knocking him prone.
Okay. All right. I'm going to allow him to make an athletics check to see if he can avoid being knocked prone.
All right, he'll need to beat my 2.
7 and 5 athletics.
Versus a 4 and a 2.
So that looks like a negative. He does not make it. So he goes prone.
Woo!
good.
All right. And he's like, let go of me, you son of a bitch.
Do I still need to roll, or can I just latch onto them?
What are you wanting to do?
I'm gonna latch onto them, and with my laser attachment, I'm gonna shoot into my chassis at the mini nuke inside.
Oh, if that's your plan, then I'm definitely going to get back up.
Yeah, you're wanting to blow yourself up?
As I'm latched onto this idiot. I said suicide bomber earlier, right?
Major Gusset, you ready?
It's my task as a handy bot, as a freaking yeah.
I salute you, and
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run as Major Gusset fires into her chassis.
You're sure you want to do this?
He needs to die, correct?
Well, if he armed the bomb,
Oh wait,
It's okay, because to disarm the bomb, Garrick would know this. To disarm the bomb, all we have to do is fuck with the triggering mechanism. Garrick would know
That's
that.
what my goal is, but I'm not
How
about
close-
to get close to it right now. Not with what
and
Gusset's about to do.
how close is my proximity to
Oh,
this?
by the way, you also see a single-engine plane, not very far from here. So you're
Single
guessing
engine plane.
yeah.
Okay, never seen one of those before.
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe you haven't, but they have.
I have.
yeah.
So
clearly he doesn't plan on letting the nuke take him out.
that's why I'm latched onto him, and I was gonna freaking. I'm playing Unabomber.
And
Okay.
I'm getting up and I'm running out of the zone.
Okay, you're running out of the zone. He's on the ground. Major Gusset, you go up and latch onto him.
I just get a field promotion. It's Major Kaboom, or it's a General Kaboom now.
You're sure you want to do this?
It's the end of the road. So
Okay. All right. You fire into the mini nuke and you explode into a million pieces, and you see little chunks of him flying in different directions.
Kaboom. And a little mushroom cloud.
By the way, the vertibirds are now landing, and you hear the sound of gunfire everywhere.
This
Get
whole
to the
time,
bomb!
as everything has been happening, I imagine Regis and I have been going around trying to find weapons and undo our bonds.
Give me a check to see if you can get out of your bonds.
What kind?
Let me see. I'll tell you. You either give me a strength or agility plus athletics,
Oh,
and
those
you're gonna need 2 successes. at least if you're doing it, one person doing it from trying to get themselves loose, 2 successes. Once somebody is loose, then you can undo the other ones.
Strength or agility plus, what'd you say?
Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 1. Yeah.
Got none.
That's a negatory.
Yeah.
Yike.
Bolt, do you want to give it a shot?
They're doing this while I was in the middle of doing something else, so
Yeah.
I'm letting them run the show right now.
Okay.
Because I just took, 3 actions, 4 actions?
Yeah. All right. Do you guys want to try again?
Sure.
Nobody is messing with you right now. They are definitely distracted.
So I did kill the wannabe Caesar, right?
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's
He's way fucking
You
dead.
blew him into a million pieces.
Mission accomplished.
I'm going to go with no, because looking at, some quick math, I have less than a 25% chance of succeeding without any help.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm going to scramble for a weapon.
Well, we
Okay.
do have that
Hopefully a
positive
laser gun. Hopefully my laser gun, but I don't know if those are nearby.
You're not that far away from where they dropped you off. And it looks like what got you here was like an old style camper trailer. Like one of those aluminum ones, Airstream, that was being pulled by some sort of a tractor.
All right, I'm going to go back to that and grab, since I have bound hands still, I'm just going to grab my laser pistol.
Okay. All right. You get to the Airstream, and there's actually a little outside compartment. The inside is
Reach
empty.
in. Where is it?
So the inside of it is empty, but there is an outside compartment that storage compartment on this thing.
Okay, I'll open that up and hope that our shit's in there.
Okay, you open it up, and your weapons and ammunition are in there.
Yes, Regis, over here.
Okay.
Amongst
grab-
those, there should be a knife that they're able to use because I had a knife on me.
Okay. There is a knife.
Hey.
I'll cut Regis's bonds with them,
Thanks,
assuming
man.
they're made of rope and not handcuffs.
Another rope.
Okay, cool.
Fabulous.
So yeah, I'm not going to make you do a check on this because it should be fairly easy, even if your hands are bound. One person holds, the other puts their rope up to where it can be. Yeah.
Holes. Yep. And we'll do the same for each other. Oh, that's better. Thanks. Okay. I'll re-equip probably just my 2 energy weapons and my cluster of grenades. And I imagine that is the moment when Major Gusset goes off as we're re-equipping.
Kaboom. So as that happens, and as these Brotherhood of Steel are landing, the gates open up, and a whole bunch of people from inside Lake City come rushing out to fight the Legion. So it quickly devolves into a major battle.
My Force Ghost is watching.
Smoke if you got them. This might be a good time to hang out next to the camper van, man.
I'm driving the Ghost of the Killed of the Taco.
I will bring Bolt his equipment, and as I run up, Bolt, here, status report.
Caesar's dead and I'm sorry, Major Gusset. Well, you can see, and I'm gonna point
General
over the
Kaboom.
crater.
Rest in pieces. What about the bomb?
I think he armed it. he did something.
Fuck! And I'm gonna make a beeline for the control panel.
Okay. All right, you make a beeline for the control panel. You open it up, and you're looking at it, and there's definitely a countdown going on.
We do have that puzzle plot twist.
Currently sitting at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Just a point of information really quick.
Mm-hmm.
To the best of my knowledge, as long as you fuck with the triggering mechanism, a nuke will not detonate. We have somebody here who can probably confirm that as well. Eric.
Well, it depends on the delivery mechanism. If it was airborne, it has a gravity switch that requires,
well, it's not airborne, so yeah.
Right.
But it's got a timer. That's not good.
I mean, wouldn't just like ripping off the triggering mechanism work?
No.
Not if they installed their
Better
own.
than nothing.
How about use the puzzle plot twist for?
Yeah, positive plot twist up in here. I redeemed 20,000 points.
Love it.
Positive plot twist, huh?
It's
what do you
I'm going to try to stop the countdown.
What would you like to suggest?
What would I like to suggest?
Yes.
That Garrick knows how to disarm this weapon.
I would say that Garrick would have to make a roll if he wanted to try to disarm it.
Find a whole case of
Maybe
cryo grenades.
explosives, intelligence, or something, or explosives perception.
Okay, so give me an intelligence explosives check first. Okay. 3 successes.
Success
Okay.
and a crit success.
Okay, so here's what you know. I don't know how you know all this because you must have found it in a book somewhere.
I don't know either.
It's
just there.
Goldfinger. He watched Goldfinger. He's
an idiot savant.
Well, I mean, he was actually with the Brotherhood of Steel at one point in time, so you probably learned a few things about some tech.
Army manual somewhere.
So if you were to just try to remove the triggering mechanism, it would definitely cause it to detonate. It's an anti-tampering mechanism.
Here we go.
Well, I'm not ripping this off. Let's see if I can. I'm going to start, familiarize. I have 4.5 minutes, or at this point, probably closer to 3.5. But I'm going to start familiarizing myself with what exactly the mechanism is, try to understand how it works, what interfaces I have on the screen, if any, and try to figure out how to stop the detonation process.
Well, basically, what you have is a keypad, a number pad. That's pretty much all that you've got there. Like some kind of code that you need to punch in, hit enter, and make it stop. There's also 3 wires coming off it. There's a green one, a blue one, and a red one.
Say you're not colorblind. Because that would be horrible.
Green is mean. Red, you're dead. Blue. Doesn't matter. I don't have a knife on me right now.
You have a knife.
You do have a knife.
Okay. Okay. How confident am I that it is the blue wire that's supposed to be cut?
Oh, you're not at all, but you can make another intelligence check.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Did we get that AP from my crit?
Yes.
I did not add it yet. So we're at 4.
My force ghost is screaming the right wire.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
Yike.
Luck.
I'm gonna use another.
You need to use luck to reroll.
All right. Your countdown's about half
when do
over.
we regenerate luck?
Isn't it the beginning of the session?
Yeah.
Oh,
You should be
all
at
right.
full.
I'm going to use my luck point then.
Don't forget -2s.
Those won't help with these 18s. All right.
You can
And
use
luck gives me a reroll or gives me a
I love the enclave.
extra die.
Actually, AP gives you extra die.
What about luck?
Luck allows you to reroll.
I will use my luck. All right. Intelligence. Explosives. 2 dice. Yes, it's a tag skill.
Oh man.
Oh, you can use a
I will use a
-2
minus
to make
one of the -2s for
Yeah.
to get 1 success.
1 success.
Okay. One success tells you that you are very unsure about whether or
I'm
not
certain
cutting
in my
this-
uncertainty.
This
You're-
is horrible.
Exactly. You're certain in your uncertainty that you do not know. Like if you clip that wire, you don't know if it's going to blow up or if it's going to shut everything down.
Thank God
I'm
it's
gonna
not
look at
Bolt
my
over there because
surroundings.
I would have just cut the fucking blue one immediately without a second thought.
No. I'm going to start looking around. I see the smoking chassis of Major Gusset. Major Gusset. I see Regis and Bolt staring at me from behind. I see this blimp firing missiles and machine gun fire down upon Caesar's Legion. And I look at how far away Lake City is. If this goes off here, how will Lake City be affected?
Vaporized. Like, no
right.
question.
Cut the blue one.
You're down to a minute and a half.
Just
I cut
pee
the
on
blue
the whole
wire?
damn thing. At this
Make
point.
another roll.
I don't know. Can I make another roll? Is that allowed? I already tried to figure out what wire and I failed.
I'll let you give it another shot.
One more shot.
My butthole is clenched so hard right now, you have no idea. I could be producing diamonds at the moment.
Stop. The mental image is like killing me.
Oh, fuck
2
yeah!
successes.
Okay. You seem to remember a manual that you read once in a long time ago, where they said that this particular type of triggering mechanism, you want to cut the green one to disarm it. If you were to cut the red or the blue one, that would cause it to immediately explode.
Well, it's a good thing I waited until after now to start listening to you, Bolt, and I'll cut the green wire.
Okay. It ticks down to about a minute. It stops ticking down. And now it's just sitting there.
Okay. All right. It stopped. Let's fucking go.
We need
Can
to
we
wreck
move
this
this
shit.
thing?
You could hook it up to something and tow it out of here.
Where's that trailer? There was a vehicle pulling our trailer.
Yes, it's about.
Australis made a point on here. It has to be a perfect sphere in order for this to actually work. If we plastered a piece of C4 to the side of it and just set that off, wouldn't that just wreck it?
Yeah, my understanding of the way that nukes work is the triggering mechanism actually has to explode evenly from all sides in order for the so yeah, if you were to damage this thing, it would probably render it inoperable.
We could have just done that instead.
Well, it'd be rendered inoperable until somebody decides to come along and fix it. If they did that, but certainly something to consider.
I'm going to take out my cluster of 4 baseball grenades.
Wait, hold on. Stop for a second. Hold on. I still got C4.
With my fingers in the pins. Oh, okay. If you've got that, then...
Yeah, even better.
And then I can finally get myself a fresh stick of plutonium.
Whatever floats.
All right. Whatever boats your float.
All right, I'm gonna stick it on the side, and I'm gonna let Garrick do his pin and trigger thingy.
I'll stick a detonator in it.
Okay. All right.
Give me the detonator. I have to reprogram it to this one real quick.
I'll hand it over.
Press a couple buttons, and then flip up, and then hand it back. Okay, big red one means boom.
You mean this one? And I'll just immediately...
Okay, it goes boom. You see the whole side of that thing ripped open by the explosion. And inside there is definitely some fissile material.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, come to me. And I'm going to reach my arm into there and pull it out with my bare hand.
Okay, you pull it out with your bare hands. And those 2 hit points that were dealt to earlier heal.
Yes.
And he graduates into a glowing one.
And I'm gonna reach into my jacket. I'm gonna pull out the depleted uranium bar, and I'm just gonna kiss it. I'm gonna be like, "Mwah, rest in peace, Major Gusset." And I'm gonna toss it over to the crater, and I'm gonna put the new bar where the old bar was.
General Kaboom now.
So this one is not depleted and could be a hazard to people around you. Do you have some kind of a lead case to put it in?
Now he wants to create.
There's probably a lead case inside this thing.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. There is. It's just extremely heavy.
This is bold, man.
It gets strong.
Yeah,
You are not a super mutant.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll make a strength check.
While this is happening, I'm sort of kneeling in the crater that was Major Gusset.
I don't need to make a strength check. I can make a repair check.
Bolt will just make more skin jobs like it. More people like him.
Double critical success.
Holy
Fuck
crap.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
2 nat ones. That's a 1 in 400 chance.
Wow. You're a legend.
Wow. That is amazing. Okay, well you get the thing loose. I mean it's quite large and heavy.
All right. I got it out though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put my new sweet baby into there, and I'm going to give it a nice little kiss and be like, "You're with Papa now."
Okay. All right. So the battle is just going on everywhere. You've got Brotherhood of Steel against the Legionnaires. You've got Lake City guys who are up against the Legionnaires. But it's pretty clear that the Brotherhood of Steel was kind of a tipping point as far as the battle goes, because they're pushing in, and they're pushing in quickly against this big mass of people. On the outskirts, you're seeing a lot of legionnaires who are just running, just getting the hell out of there, because they've seen their leader blown up right in front of them, and it's pretty clear that the battle's not going too well all of a sudden. What do you guys want to do?
Get in that trailer and drive the fuck away into the sunset.
All right.
Good.
You get in the trailer, and as you're driving off, you hear somebody go, "Hey, you!"
Do we recognize this person?
Oh, there's two of them. There's a super mutant with a surfboard,
What?
and there's another guy.
Wait,
another
what?
Guy,
Ow!
another guy that you knew him as Rambo 2. They're sitting there, and they're wearing what looks like freaking arena outfits. And Rambo 2
What?
goes, good to see you guys again.
How the fuck are you still alive? I thought you died.
We don't have
Captured.
time for this. Hop in.
Captured, sold to Chorog.
God damn it, I knew that piece of shit was up to something. Get inside, let's go. Oh my god, I missed you. Holy shit.
All right, so they climb in.
Vampire, are you jumping on the stream now? Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That would be up to Vampire.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh.
But yeah, definitely jump into the trailer.
Okay. So you jump in the trailer. Who's driving?
Me.
Yeah.
Now, is the plan here to
I'm
take the
not.
nuke and haul it away from here, or what are you doing exactly? Or are you just trying to leave?
The nuke can't be fixed.
Right, the nuke is
Is what I
busted.
assume.
Yeah, the nuke
Priority
is-
is to get out.
The nuke is fucked. So you just want to
Good.
leave before somebody comes along and decides to shoot you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Which is now.
Okay. You fire it up and you start hauling ass as fast as a tractor will take you.
All right. Got a success for getting it going.
Good.
Vampire is confused. Wait, what?
Vampire is welcome to join the stream if he wants to.
To finish out. Have a sunset moment.
If somebody could
All
get
right,
him the
setting
link.
I mean, Vampire, if you're
Wait.
interested, I'll send you the link right now.
Let us
Yeah.
know, man.
Vampire was in this campaign.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they were. Yes, they were.
I did not know that.
Somebody didn't do
Do
his
it.
research.
Do it.
Maybe it was before I really knew who Vampire was when I was doing my research, because I've been part of this for a good long while now. A lot has changed.
Yes.
We brought you in when he went out.
Yep.
All right.
Vampire, I sent you the link if you're interested.
Just send it.
Waiting
See what
on
he
you,
does.
Vampire. Waiting on you.
Surprise guest appearance.
The challenge has been issued. We're waiting on you.
A surprise to even the person who is guest appearing. Like, wait, what?
It's kind of funny.
Here
Oh
he
my
is.
god, yes! Fuck yes! Vampire!
Greetings, greetings.
Welcome back, compatriots. I have missed you.
Yes.
Who the hell are these people?
It's like my best friends. They got me through all the shit.
Yeah.
Regis as well.
Good travelers, man.
Rambo 2 just kind of looks at you and goes, should I know you?
You were in the same
Who's he
vault
looking at?
together.
I'm looking at Garrick.
You.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm Garrick Benson, Vault 2.
Rambo 2, Vault 2.
What's the 2 for?
Just Rambo 2.
I see. And
Second.
Like the movie poster, you know?
uh-huh.
Oh.
And
So he's not a cheater.
and you, sir? Looking upwards at Bodhi.
Yeah, Bodhi
Bodhi,
West.
are we having audio problems?
No, I should be audio now. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you.
Squelch.
Bodhi West, super mutant from California, knew Bolt from way back when we were traveling together for a while.
Oh. Bolt, I didn't know your friends were so
Eclectic
Cool.
is the word. Don't misuse. Eclectic.
Yeah, I mean, Bodhi's in this trailer and he's got to be all hunched down like this just to fit.
we're all
What?
like squeezed against the wall.
Where's the dozer?
We turned it into a taco truck. We filled the taco with plastic explosives.
Tacos.
It was a taco
Oh
dozer.
my God, Bolt! I haven't had tacos since. Well, before this.
Yeah, I would make you some, but all of the taco powder is gone. It went up in flames with the rest of the taco doza. So I dub this the new Taco Doza 2, just like Rambo 2.
The Airstream.
Yeah.
All right, so you can hear behind you the fighting is still going on, but you are you're pulling away pretty quick, and like I said, you might poke your head out the window once in a while, and you can see that the Legion is en route. They're routing. They've definitely lost, and without Augustus there to lead them, it's kind of like they've lost their motivation to even bother.
Good.
Good.
So about 5 miles later, you're kind of in a safe spot. You're by the lake. There's no fighting going on around here. The gunshots and the explosions and stuff are quite a few miles off. So this would be a decent spot to hole up if you wanted to.
Do we want to stop here or do we want to keep driving? I can go all the way back to Vault 2 if we need to. I don't mind pulling an all-nighter. I got my energy stick now.
I mean, I'd like to see home again.
Rambo 2 looks at you again like, I don't recognize you.
Look, it hasn't been my home for very long. It's a long well, actually, it's not that long. I was found unconscious in the irradiated wasteland near Vault 2. They took me in. I don't remember what happened before that. I just know that I owe them my life, and I'm very grateful.
Ah, well, that must have happened after those chumps came and stole a reactor.
It did. I heard about that as a story. I was not there for it.
That explains everything. No wonder I don't recognize you. Okay.
It's good to meet you.
So you want to just head for Vault 2?
Yeah, if I can, because we're in something that's driving faster now, so it would take less than 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it would not really take that long at all. I think they're separated by, 20, 30 miles, if I remember right, which this thing is going to get you there like in an hour.
Okay.
By the way, for those of you who are heading in and are not mutants, this is an irradiated area. So,
no, it's in a lead box.
No, I'm talking about the ruins of Spokane is still irradiated.
Oh, right. And this is not shielded, I'm guessing.
Correct.
Boo. Well.
So do you still have your vault suits?
I do.
Yeah, Garrick was still wearing his. Is Regis still wearing his?
Did I have one? I don't remember.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing the kicking chicken soon.
Yeah.
I think you were issued one.
Okay. Sure.
Or
Yeah,
either-
Vault
either
Dweller
you were-
suit. It's the first thing on your items list.
Oh, swell. Okay.
All right. Well, so heading away from Lake City, headed back to Vault 2. Pretty soon you find yourself in the wreckage of the ruins of Spokane. And sometime after that, you arrive back at the Riverfront Park, which is where it all began. And standing outside the vault, right now there's really nobody outside the vault. It had been quite active for the last time you've been here, but the only thing that you see right now is a ghoul who's selling meat on a stick. And he looks at you guys and he goes, "Hey, you want some rat on a stick?"
Is it taco flavored?
Nah, I'm sorry, man. It's smoke flavored.
I'll pass for the moment, but thank you.
I'll take some.
All right. 5 caps.
But there's only one of me.
He takes the caps. He takes the caps. He hands you the stick. Says, "Enjoy."
I will. Crack.
And as you're doing that, Rambo 2 goes, "Hey, weren't you the first guy I saw when we came out of here?" And the guy and he go the ghoul goes, "Couldn't say, don't remember."
Yeah.
The GM is role playing with himself.
Yes. All right. So what do you want to do? Into the vault?
I
Yeah,
want
into the
to
vault.
set up shop.
And I want to
In
catch up
Vault
with
2.
Bodhi.
Everything went silent.
I said I want to go into the vault and catch up with Bodhi.
Yeah, I got that. Let's head in.
Okay.
Chatting away.
You go to the clock tower. You open up the side door. The stairs go down, and the vault door is standing open there. And there's a couple of guys from the vault looking at you, going, "Oh, it's you! Good to see you again. Come on in."
Head on in.
He goes, "So we're down to about 20% of our usual number because we sent the rest of them over to reinforce Lake City. But you're definitely welcome to be here."
I hope they'll be coming back. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to be missing out on a few people then. There's a big battle going on out there.
Big battle?
Yeah, just outside of Lake City. Brotherhood of Steel showed up.
Brotherhood of Steel. I've heard of them. What do you know? What can you tell me about them?
I retract my previous statements, so I already swore that to Garrick. So, Garrick, if you would like to enlighten the young man.
Well, you want the long version or the short version?
The best version.
The best version, Caesar's Legion has been wiped out.
Really?
Yes.
That's good. That's really good.
Not only that, the nuke they had, one of them at least, is no longer operational.
I got the core, baby.
Oh, yeah. We just heard from the Fort Lewis division, actually, from the radio. They retook their headquarters.
Boy.
They retook their headquarters, and they've got the other nuke.
Ha ha!
Well done. Well done.
We got some bad news to share with them about their wonderful handy bot.
Yeah.
Major Gussett's passed away, but did so while simultaneously taking out the head of Caesar's Legion.
Well, a fitting end. Fitting end. And
A badass end.
She'll be missed.
Yep.
Oh, he was stolen from Movie Point. Oh, right. Yeah.
So Rambo 2 says, guys, it's great to be back here. I'm gonna go check in on the engineering team, since that's part of what he was part of before he got thrust into this whole adventure. So he takes off and leaves you.
Bye, Rambo. Good luck. Welcome back home.
Rambo, can you show me to you might be able to show me to I don't know, I need a workroom of some sort. And I'm just gonna follow him off.
Okay. All right. You follow him off to the engineering area where they've got a few guys monitoring the new reactor core. As for everything else, things are calm. The movie theater, which shows old time movies in the vault, it's playing a Christmas doubleheader.
Die Hard.
Yep.
No, not Die Hard.
Home Alone 35.
A Christmas Story and the very first Home Alone.
Oof.
And there's a couple people who are sitting there watching it.
Well, Bodie, you want to
Well,
go?
at least there's one good one showing.
Yeah, you want to go take a relaxing snooze.
I don't remember the last time I slept on a bed. Wait, vault's beds aren't going to fit me.
No, we got the reclining chairs over in the theater.
I like that idea.
And I will head with Bodie over to the theater.
All right. And Regis, what do you plan on doing at this point?
I've been around people for a long time. Maybe it's time to wander back out into the wilderness.
Okay. All right. So these two end up at the movie theater. You go wandering off into the wilderness like the man with no name.
Yep.
Who can't shoot.
Exactly.
And Garrick has made a new buddy and is hanging out in the engineering section.
And Major Gusset is smoldering in peace.
And that, my friends, is where the campaign comes to a close.
It was real. Yeah.
I'm just glad we didn't get a TPK. That's actually what I was expecting.
Yeah, no, we came real close twice.
Yeah.
Well, probably more than twice.
My thoughts were after we fell into the pit, and when Augustus told his people to execute us.
After we fell into the pit,
Yeah.
after you got the C4 into the glove box, because I was thinking about just detonating it, then when Caesar told them to execute us, and then again when we were in the proximity of Major Gusset and her mini nukes, and then again when we were in the proximity of the major nuke, because I was just going to shoot the triggering mechanism.
And
then I
then
remembered
again,
you knew
same
how to do
nuke when I was about to
explosives.
cut the blue wire.
Yep, so that's 6. That was 6 almost TPKs.
And
Wow.
if Bolt had died by the nuclear blast, you would have deserved it, Cap.
No, I do not deserve to die by nuke. I deserve to constantly have to live through all of them. Because
No.
that's what Bolt does. He's lived through Night City bombing. He lived through Vegas bombing. He lived through the fucking
That might be
apocalypse.
Bolt. That might be Bolt.
How many people were killed when I grew up?
Mad Mags deserves the closer.
Me? Moi? Are you talking about moi?
Were there any other people killed when when wannabe Caesar bought it?
Not directly, not from you blowing up.
Darn it! I'm not a mass murderer then.
There is
That's the last
a
time, like the last time, Cap.
But there
Yeah,
were a large
not
number
this
of them that
campaign.
were a large number of them that were killed by the Brotherhood of Steel, and also by all of the troop reinforcements that were hanging out inside of Lake City.
Bueno.
No, the last nuclear explosion that I caused, my character became a mass murderer.
Yep.
Yeah, that
You
tracks.
wiped out 2/3 of
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas and almost killed Bolt.
There is one epilogue scene that I think would be beneficial that I had in mind and I was putting together during this session.
Oh, what's that?
Couple years later, been doing vault stuff. Haven't gone out much except to collect scrap metal. I don't know Rambo that well, but I do now since we've been working together. I made a new friend, and we're in this workshop filled with parts. And we are working on a new robot on a table.
Mm.
Is it ready? I think it's ready. I pull out a green motherboard, slightly charred on the edges, and place it into the chest of an Assaultron bot.
I can only imagine who that is.
Only imagine. Darren, does it power up?
It powers up.
I live again.
Ah, what a mistake! Let's
The post-credit scene ends. Oh shit!
It's just Vault 2 getting torn apart by Major Gusset.
No. The phrase would come out after I screamed "I live again." It's like, who do I need to kill now?
Perfect. Roll credits.
Well done. Well played.
Agreed.
I like this system. I like this world. This is a good campaign.
Yes. Thank you, Darren.
You're welcome. It's
Big
been
thank
fun.
you,
This
Darren.
was fun.
It's been fun.
And thank
It's
you,
something
Chad,
I've
for
actually
joining
been.
us.
I've actually been wanting to run this campaign for years. Even got it off to a start at one point with some other players who decided they didn't want to play Fallout, and it died very quickly. So it was pretty cool that we were able to actually start it and continue it and bring it to, its ultimate conclusion. By the way, just one of those odd little things I thought I'd throw out there. You never did find out about the founders or where they're at or what they're doing. So,
A mystery.
We will always
We
wonder.
have to leave some hooks left
To be
over.
continued.
maybe.
Yeah, always got to leave some hooks left. I mean, God, even my campaign for Fallout Asia, we had like 6 open hooks? 6 or 7?
I haven't found. I didn't create the cartel yet.
That is true. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. We never even got to the coast or the city. There was so many things to do, and then my job
So
just had to
many.
get in the way of everything.
You made Fallout Asia like really, really gritty and really, really difficult to get about.
Yes, that was intentional. I'm sorry. I've learned from my mistakes after seeing Darren's speed.
Nomads had a nice conclusion, though,
Yes.
and good epilogues.
Yes. I miss both campaigns, and that's why I might be throwing my hat back in the ring. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, the cool thing about this is preserved forever in video.
Yes.
So if we ever feel like we need to relive it, we can always go back and watch the videos.
Mhm.
And Vampire can see that Bodhi still lives.
The memories.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
Yeah, no, not at all.
I wasn't either. I was just like, wait, what?
Well, I had a feeling you'd be in the chat, so I had a feeling that you might just be available.
Vampire's always lurking.
That's cool.
I share the darkness with him whenever we.
All right. Well, it's been fun, but I think it's time to sign off.
Yep.
So, Eric, do your final outro.
Eric, I played for a long time Regis Moset. My role-playing avatar is, the writer and anarchist Edward Abbey. This has been a good time. Thank you, Darren.
You're welcome. Cap.
I'm Capricious Nature, and I've been a very happily surprised ghoul playing Bolt today for all of you, and it seems as if my ghoul will continue to live on through possibly another campaign. We shall see.
All right. Vampire.
I am surprise guest Vampire Bite. Surprise to me as well as to the audience. You can find me lurking in Twitch chats and in Discord as Vampire Bites. I'm not doing much else right now.
Fabulous.
All right. Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. You can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing the trigger happy and suicidal Miss Gutsy.
Assaultron Gutsy now.
Assaultron Gutsy now. Major Gusset. So catch my High Riders campaign every Friday starting January 5th. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Be on the lookout for other projects. Thank you.
All right. Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis, OKSDM. When I joined this campaign, I was but a mere YouTuber. In the time that I have played through as Garrick, I have added TTRPG, actual play producer, and game designer to that list. I've changed a lot over the course of my time with this group. Garrick is one of the longest term characters I've ever played, and it was an absolute joy every single time to appear on screen with these lovely people. And a big thank you to Darren for putting this all together and making this story happen.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm touched. I am Darren Drader. I was the GM. I am a game designer. You can find my stuff pretty much by hitting Google, or you can go to DriveThruRPG, go to Darren Drader Designs, and everything I have available for sale. Most of them are about $1.99, small PDFs. Go pick some up. Other than that, I will be starting 2 brand new campaigns on my own channel, that being Drader Designs on Twitch. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, these are going to be every Thursday, and they're going to be alternating. So one campaign is going to be Temple of Elemental Evil. The other one is going to be Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. So if you had a good time watching this campaign and you have the time to do it, please, please, please tune in. I'd love to have you watch and enjoy the game as part of the chat. We will be starting those games at 4 p.m. Pacific time because almost all of my players are either East Coast or Midwest. So that being said, this has been the final installment of Fallout Pacific Northwest. There may or may not be a continuation at some point in the future. But for right now, this GM has definitely burnt up my creativity in this this particular area. I need to recharge, and I would love to come back to Cybernation Uncensored. It's been a blast here. And once again, thank you, Rob. Thank you for having me and for having this campaign. And this has been an amazing 2.5 years. It's been a journey from not ever having streamed before to being where we're at now. So
Yeah.
I'd like to think I improved a little bit along the way.
Quite a bit.
So
Definitely.
That being said, does anybody have any last words before I shut down the stream?
Adios, folks.
I'm doing
Brought
things.
to you by Vault Tech. And Modif, yes.
All right. Well,
Thank
to
you all for
everybody out
watching.
there, thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.